This morning, if you will go with me to the book of Job.
All right.
We're all familiar with the book of Job. We know that in the first chapter we find that Job was a perfect and upright man. Job feared God, and Job didn't do anything that was evil. We know he had 7 sons and 3 daughters, and that he had lots of property and lots of livestock, and Job was living a really good life. Until one day, Satan had a conversation with the Lord. And out of that conversation, God said, "Have you considered my servant Job?" And God allowed Satan to basically wreak havoc on Job's life. Job lost everything that he had. And even beyond him losing everything that he had, his health failed him. You see, sometimes people say, well, if I lose everything, at least I have my good health. Just keep watching those Sundays pass by.
Yeah.
You're going to get to a point where your health might fail you. All right. This morning, we find that after Job went through all of that, and Job had some friends that want to low-grade him and talk about him. See, sometimes your friend is not really your friend.
All right.
Come on now.
Job's friends, and they said, Job, what did you do? What did your children do? Job, you're going through all this now. You went, there's a scope on the line somewhere. You must have been sleeping doing some stuff that you shouldn't have done. For God to get you in this position. Job's wife, till death do us part, said, you know, you need to just go on, cuss the Lord out. Let him go on, take you out your misery.
Yeah.
Because I feel bad for you. You see, folks was trying to get Job in a place to where he was going to turn his back on the Lord. Don't you know that sometimes folks will get you so vexed and they will attack your Christian relationships so in an attempt to get you to forget where your blessings come from. But you see, Job didn't do that. We're going to go to the 42nd chapter of Job. Job 42nd and 12. Job 42nd and 12. And at this point, Job has basically, his captivity, the things that he's gone through, have been turned. He's gotten to a point to where he's restored. But not only is Job restored, we're going to find that his latter was better than his beginning. All right. You see, Job got to the point where Job did a simple thing. Job prayed for somebody. See, it's easy to pray for somebody when you're doing okay. Oh, honey, let me just, come on, we're going to have prayer. But let somebody catch you when your bills are due. When your arthritis is acting up on you. When you tired because them people on your job and got on your last nerve. Go ahead. At those times, I don't know that I might hear you say, let's go in prayer. Because it's not so easy to pray for someone when your stuff is bad. But that's what Job did. And let's look at the 12th verse. It said, so the Lord blessed the latter end of Job more than his beginning. For he had 14,000 sheep, and 6,000 camels, and 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 she-asses, and he had also 7 sons and 7 daughters. 7 sons and 3 daughters. You might be seated. Today we're going to talk about your latter shall be greater than your beginning.
All right, all right.
Your latter shall be greater than your beginning. You see, it's hard sometimes when you're going through to see past those things. When you're in the valley, sometimes you can't even conceive of a moment when you're going to be back on the mountain. But you see, what I want you to understand today is that when you go through things, I want you to look forward to where you're going to be. It requires some imagination on your part sometimes, because sometimes you can't even conceive these things. And my Bible says faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And so what does that tell me? That tells me that if I have faith, I can see those things right now that are giving me some trouble. I can see my valley all around me, but I can still conceive of what God is getting ready to do. You see, today's message is nothing short of about your breakthrough. Oh, does anybody in here need a breakthrough? You see, what you have to understand is that when you get in your valley, don't wallow in your valley. You see, some folks, it's always, oh, I just don't know how I'm going to make it. Well, how are you doing today? Oh, honey, you don't even want to know. And sometimes you want to say, you know what, I really don't want to know. Because these are going to be the same complaints I've been hearing from you for months and months and months. But you see, when I developed my relationship with the Lord, some things happened to me. Take your time. You don't understand this. You see, when I developed my relationship with the Lord, I got me some 3D vision. Honey, I can look through a situation. I got some X-ray eyes. Honey, I'm bad. I'm nothing short of a superhero in Jesus' name. All right. You see, in the morning, you can call me Super Pastor. You see, because I can look at my situation. And my situation, to y'all, you might say, ooh, that's real bad. Lord help her. But when I look at that situation, go ahead. And I look at that situation and I lift up my hand ever so slightly. Go ahead. That's when the superpowers come in. I just kind of lift up my hand because I'm cool with it. I lift up my hand and I say, thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
You see, ordinary mere mortals cannot understand. And they say, Pastor, why are you praising God like that? You're not doing so well. But you see, because of my superpowers that the Lord has bestowed upon me, I don't see that situation like you see it.
All right.
Come on now.
You see, when I look at that situation, I see an overflow. When I look at that situation, I say, it's looking like that right now, but it's going to be pressed down. And running over. I look at that situation, and it might look like it's really a stinky situation. But I don't even get rattled by it because I say, Lord, in your name, I'm going to turn it over to you. You see, because I know that no matter what I'm going through right now,
Come on now.
my latter will be greater than my beginning. You see, God blessed me in the beginning. He did some things in my life in the beginning. But you see, I'm moving forward to my ladder. And when I get to my ladder, it's going to be so much that I'm not going to be able to stand. When I get to my ladder, some things I'm not going to have to worry about no more. When I get to my ladder, praise him because I know that the battle ain't even mine, Mira. It belongs to him. This morning I want to share my superpowers with you. You can be super member.
All right.
I want you to do one thing for me. When you look at your situation,
Praise him.
don't look at it like it is.
All right.
You look at it like it needs to be. When you look at that stack of bills, and that stack of bills not bring your paycheck, I want you to say, God's already got it. When the doctor comes in there looking all funny in the face because they got a bad report for you, I want you to think about whose report are you going to believe? See, if I'm going to believe him for one thing, I got to believe him for it all. If I can believe that he healed my body one time, but I had a little something wrong with me. I believe he can heal it again, but I got a great big old something wrong with me. If God can make a way for me to get the job,